Adding and subtracting polynomials. First, addition of polynomials. The addition of polynomials is simple. We will just add the like terms of the given problem. Keep these two rules in mind while performing the addition of polynomials. Rule number 1. Always take like terms together while performing addition. Rule number 2. Signs of all the polynomials remain the same. Ibig sabihin nito, hindi magbabago yung sign or mag-iiba yung sign ng given. For example, find the sum of 2x squared plus 3x plus 2 plus 3x squared minus 5x minus 1. So first, i-combine muna natin yung like terms. So magiging 2x squared plus 3x squared plus 3x minus 5x plus 2 minus 1. So first, we will just add the first term. 2x squared plus 3x squared will be 5x squared. Then the second term, 3x minus 5x, so it will be negative 2x. Then the last term, 2 minus 1 is 1. So the final answer or the sum of 2x squared plus 3x plus 2 plus 3x squared minus 5x minus 1 is 5x squared minus 2x plus 1. So let's proceed to subtracting polynomials. The method is similar to adding polynomials, but in subtracting polynomials, we need to convert the sign of the subtrahend to either positive or negative depending on the actual equation. How can we subtract polynomials? First, we need to change the sign of the subtrahend. Then second, we need to combine like terms. Then last, subtract the combined like terms. Rule number 1. Always take like terms together while performing subtraction. Rule number 2. Signs of all the terms of the subtrahend will change. Positive changes to negative and negative changes to positive. For example, find the difference of 4x minus 10y plus 15z minus 5x plus 8y minus 20z. So first, we need to change the sign of the subtrahend. The positive 8y will be negative 8y and the negative 20 will be positive 20. Then after changing the sign of the subtrahend, we need to combine like terms. So it will be 4x minus 5x plus negative 10y minus 8y plus 15z plus 20z. So first, we need to subtract 4x minus 5. So it will be negative x. And then the second term, negative 10y minus 8y will be negative 18y. And then the last term is 15z plus 20z will be 35z. So the final answer of 4x minus 10y plus 15z minus 5x plus 8y minus 20z is negative x minus 18 plus 35z.
Today we're talking about inverse function. What is inverse function? An inverse function is defined as a function which can reverse into another function. In simple words, if any function f takes x to y, then the inverse of f will take y to x. Examples and steps of how to solve inverse of a function. F of x is equal to 2x minus 3. First step is replace the f of x with y. Second step is interchange x and y variables. Third step is solve for y in terms of x. To solve for y, we need to change the sides of the equation. After that, we're going to transpose the negative 3 to the other side, and it will become 2y is equal to x plus 3. And then, in order for us to solve y, we're going to divide both sides by 2, and it will become y is equal to x plus 3 over 2. And then finally, we're going to change the y to f inverse of x. And the final answer is f inverse of x is equal to x plus 3 over 2. This is another example. Again, we're going to replace the f of x with y. Next is interchange x and y variables. Next, we're going to solve y terms of x. To solve for y, we're just going to change the size of the equation. Then after that, transpose the positive 5 on the other side. Then we need to divide both sides with 4. And we're just going to cancel 4 and 4. And then change y to f inverse of x. Then we have the final answer. F inverse of x is equal to x minus 5 over 4.
Evaluation of functions. What is evaluation of functions? Evaluation of functions is the process of finding the output or result of a function for a specific input value. In other words, given a function and a value for its input variable, the evaluation of the function is the calculation of the corresponding output value. For example, if you have a function f of x equals to 3x minus 2 and you want to find its value when x equals to 4, you would evaluate the function for f of 4. Here is an example. The given expression is 6x squared plus 10x plus 8. Find f of 4. Replacing all instances of x in the function with the value 4. Multiplying 4 by itself or squaring the 4, it will be 16. Multiplying the numbers inside and outside of the parentheses. Adding them, so the answer will be 144. Here's another example. Doing the same procedure, replacing all the x with the function f of 3. So the given expression is negative 16x cubed minus 4x squared plus 6. Multiplying the 3 cubed by itself, same process in 3 squared. Multiplying the numbers inside and outside of the parentheses. Subtracting and adding them, the answer will be negative 462.
Relation and functions. Before we start anything else, let us first define what is relation and functions. And after defining these two, we will have a practice. What is relation? A relation is any set of ordered pairs. The set of all the x components of the ordered pairs is called the domain or the input of the relation, and the set of all the y components is called the range or the output. Now that we have defined the meaning of relation, let's have a practice. Let's give the domain and range of the following relations. In letter A, these are the numbers provided: 1, 3, 2, 4, 5, 7, 6, and 8. The answer is also provided. D stands for the domain or the input. R stands for the range or the output. So ngayon, i-figure out natin kung paano nakuha yung domain or yung D. So sabi natin kanina, domain is the x components of the ordered pairs. It means yun yung mga number na nasa unahan or yung mga inputs natin, which are the numbers 1, 2, 5, and 6. Ngayong na-figure out na natin kung paano nakuha yung domain, punta naman tayo sa range. In range, this is the set of all y components. So yun yung ating mga outputs. If nag-input tayo ng 1, ang output niya ay 3. Sa 2 naman ay 4, then sa 5 we have 7, then sa 6 naman ay 8. Always remember na sa domain, yun yung mga X components. Sa range naman ay mga Y components. So now that we have tackled the relation, let's move on to functions. What is function? A relation in which each member of the domain is paired to exactly one member of the range is called a function. Ang relation daw ay isang function if no two ordered pairs have the same x value but different y values. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, kung ano yung input natin, dapat isa lang yung output niya. Pagka ang output magkaiba, ang ibig sabihin is yung relation natin ay hindi na function. So, to expand more our knowledge, let's have a practice. Which of the following relations are functions? In letter A and B, the answers are provided. But let's figure out bakit nga ba naging function ang letter A. In letter A, the numbers provided are 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, and 5. Remember ulit natin, yung mga naka-underline are yung mga inputs. Yung naka-bold type naman na numbers are the outputs or the range. While yung mga nasa unang number ay domain. So as you can see, our inputs have a unique output. Di naman sila magkaiba ng numbers or outputs. And we don't have any ordered pairs that have a same domain and different range. So it means that number 1 or letter A is a function. Okay? So ngayon na-figure out na natin bakit function ang letter A, punta naman tayo sa letter B. Bakit nga ba hindi siya naging functions? In letter B, the numbers provided are 1, 0, 0, 1, negative 1, 0, 0, and negative 1. So letter B, in here, we can see that we have a same domain, which is 0 and 0. Yan yung mga naka-underline na dalawang 0. And as you notice, the output of these two numbers are different from one another, which are the numbers positive 1 and negative 1. So, since yung domain natin na 0 is napare sa dalawang member ng range, which is 1 and negative 1, na hindi naman same yung value. And by definition, a relation will just be a function if the domain is paired exactly to a one member of the range. So, dapat, yung mga inputs natin, which is 0 and 0, dapat pareho sila ng output. Hindi naman pareho ang output nila, di ba? Hindi naman pareho ang negative 1 sa positive 1. So, therefore, hindi na yan function.
Simplifying rational expressions. Here are the objectives of this lesson. Illustrate rational expression and simplify rational expression. Simplify rational expressions involves simplifying fractions that have variables in the numerator and or denominator. It is a process of reducing the expression to its simplest form by cancelling out common factors. Steps in factoring rational expressions. First, factor the numerator and denominator. Second, cancel out or divide the common factor. Last, simplify. Here is the example. X squared plus 5x plus 6 over x plus 3. We need to find two numbers that when we multiply it, the product is 6. And when we add those two numbers, the sum is 5, which is 2 and 3. So, since they are both positive, we're just going to copy the sign and distribute x squared. We cannot factor the denominator, so we're just going to copy it. Given this numerator and denominator, we have the common factor which is x plus 3. So we need to cancel it. So the simplest form of x squared plus 5 plus 6 over x plus 3 is x plus 2. Another example, x squared minus 3x minus 28 over x cubed minus 9x squared plus 14x. We need to find two numbers that when we multiply, the product is 28, and when we add it, the sum is negative 3, which is positive 4 and negative 7. So next step, we need to distribute the x squared. Same as the numerator, we also need to find two numbers that when we multiply it, the product is 14 and the sum is negative 9, which is negative 2 and negative 7. We need also to distribute x cubed. Given this numerator and denominator, we have the common factor which is x minus 7, so we can cancel it. So the simplified form of x squared minus 3x minus 28 over x cubed minus 9x squared plus 14 is x plus 4 over x times x minus 2.